Hello children, how are you? I am Masood Fatima. I will teach you social studies. This video is for the students of class 5th. And today we will study chapter 15. So let's start chapter 15, that is agriculture. Okay, open your book on page number 103. First, as usual, I will read and hand to hand explain it. So, let me read it. Okay? Please see in your book, page number 103. Chapter 15, Agriculture. Majority of the Indian population lives in the villages. The main occupation of the villages is agriculture. 70% of the people of a country are farmers. They grow many kinds of crops such as rice, wheat, sugarcane, jute, millets, cotton, tea, coffee, oilseeds, spices and pulses. In India, crops are grown according to the seasons. Basically, two types of crops are grown in India. They are Rabi crops and Kharif. The crops sown in June and harvested in September or October are known as Kharif crops. This is the time when India receives plenty of rainfall through monsoon winds. Some crops are sown in October or November and harvested in March or April. We call them Rabi crops. Rice, bajra, millets, jute, etc. are the examples of Kharif crops. Wheat, mustard, barley and gram are Rabi crops. Crops can be further classified into food crops and cash crops. Those crops which are consumed as food are called food crops. For example, rice, wheat, pulses, etc. Cash crops are those which are grown to be sold or exported. For example, sugarcane, tea, rubber, etc. They help the farmers to earn good money. So, this is the story of our agriculture. Okay, and in this chapter, we are going to study about types of crops, that is Rabi crops and Kharif crop. And moreover, two more are there, that are food crop and cash crop. So now I have read this. Now you know children, basically India is an agricultural country. And history of agriculture began thousands of years ago. You know, as people were not knowing about the cooked food or how to grow crops. So it started thousands of years ago. Now, what is agriculture? Means, what do you mean by agriculture? So, agriculture in Hindi you can say krishi, farming, growing crops. Okay, like you can say it's an art and science of cultivating the soil, then growing crops and raising livestock. So, as I told you that India is an agricultural country and a majority of the Indian population lives in villages. And agriculture is their main occupation. They are called farmers. Those who do adopt agriculture, they are called farmers. Agriculture is an important sector of Indian economy. Why? As it contributes about 17% of the total GDP. GDP means gross domestic product. Domestic product that we are going to use, that we use daily. Crops. And provides employment, because these crops go to industries also, to refineries also. So hands are needed, no? So people get employed over there. So it promotes or provides employment to over 60% of the population. Okay. Farmers grow many kinds of crops, such as rice, wheat, whatever we eat, our food is grown by farmers only. Rice, wheat, sugarcane, millets, pulses, cotton, tea, everything that is grown. And these are what? Grown according to the season. These crops are grown according to the season. And depending on the season, crops are divided into two. Mainly two types of crops according to the season. The major rabi crop is wheat. It is followed by what? Other crops that are barley, mustard, sesame, peas and gram. And these are sown in which month? In October or November. And are harvested in March or April. So you have to remember, okay, when are these rabi crops grown and when are they harvested, and what are the crops which include in rabi crops in that group. Okay, and these are also called winter crops. October, November, winter starts that time, no? So these are also called winter crops. Okay, and kharif crops are grown with the onset of monsoon. Onset of monsoon means starting of rainy season. Okay, and that is in June. Okay, and these are harvested in September or October. Okay, so you have to remember their months, when are they grown, when are they harvested, and what are the crops grown during these. The important crops grown during this Kharif, that is what? During this season are paddy, rice, maize, jowar, bajra, jute, soya beans, cotton and groundnuts. Now, among these crops, some are used as food, and means they provide food to the people, are called food crops because they provide food to us. And some are grown to be exported or to sell, are called cash crops. Okay, what are those? Those are like coffee, sugarcane, tea, jute, etc. And these crops are economically important. Economically, because they add on to our economy. They add on to our economy. Economy means money matter. Okay, and means they add on to our cash. That's why they are called cash crops, because they bring cash or money much needed into the country. Okay, so in short, we can say that cash crops are mainly grown for the international market, mostly for direct consumption, but are also grown as raw materials for the manufacturing, for the manufacturing in the industries. They add on to the cash for the country. And food crops, on the other hand, are grown for domestic consumption, means used within country. Okay, but these the cash crops are sold abroad. They are exported. So now we will study about different food crops. Okay, first of all I will read and then I will explain it to you. Okay, so now turn the page. See, food crops. Food crops. What are the food crops? Just now I told you what is food crops and what are food crops and what are cash crops. Food crops used for domestic use, means within the country, and cash crops, they are mainly grown for to export or to sell for international market. So food crops. Food crops are first of all I am reading rice. Okay, rice is grown during the monsoon season. It requires flat land and a plenty of water. Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Assam, West Bengal, Bihar, Punjab, Haryana, UP and Kerala are the main producers of rice. India is the second largest producer of rice in the world. Now see, I'm going to read about food crops. Those are what? Rice, wheat, pulses, millets. These four I'm going to read about these four. And in these four you have to remember that when are they grown, which state they are grown. Okay, mainly these 2 points you have to remember. So we will study about different crops. For these you have to remember, I told you when and where they are grown. Okay, so rice. Just now I read rice. So rice is grown. Just now I read and you must have heard that it is grown during monsoon season. Why monsoon season? Because it requires lots of water, and irrigating the plant is not sufficient. It needs natural resource also, and that is what? Rain. And it is grown in Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Assam, West Bengal, Bihar, Punjab, Haryana, UP, Kerala. And India is the second largest producer of rice in the world. And which is the first largest producer in the world? Producer of rice. That is China. Okay. And our country, India, is second largest producer of rice in the world. Okay. Now I will read about this wheat. Okay. Wheat is the staple food of the people living in the northern India. It is a winter crop. It is mainly grown in Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana and Rajasthan. Now wheat is grown during winter, means in October or November, and it's the staple food of the people living in northern India. Okay, and it is mainly grown in UP, Haryana, Punjab and Rajasthan. And Punjab is called the food bowl of India. Why it is called the food bowl of India? Because it contributes more than 20% of food grains. Okay, and China again is the first producer and India is the second producer of wheat, second largest producer of wheat. Okay, now I will read pulses. Okay, so please see in your book where I am reading. Gram, moong, masoor and arhar are some of the common pulses. They are grown in almost every part of India. Pulses means daling. I hope meaning of rice and wheat you know. Rice is chawal, wheat is gehu. And pulses are daling. Okay. So gram, moong, masoor. Gram is chana. Chane ki dal. Okay. So these pulses are grown in Kharif and Rabi in both the seasons. It is grown and grown in every part of India. No specific part is there. It is grown in, it is common because everybody is using. And as it can be grown in winter and summer both, means it's a Rabi and Kharif crop both. So it can be grown anywhere because climatic condition does not affect it. So now this was about pulses. Now I am going to read millets. Millets, jowar, bajra and ragi are called millets. They are grown in hot climate where rainfall is less. And they are grown in Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Karnataka, Gujarat and Tamil Nadu. So these are grown. When are these grown? These are grown in hot climate and they include millets, include jowar, bajra and ragi. And you know that hot climatic regions where less rainfall is there, it is grown there. Like Rajasthan, MP, that is Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, then Gujarat, Tamil Nadu. Okay, so it is grown like this. Now, cash crop that gives us money, that adds on to our cash and our economy. So, cash crop, what are the cash crops? Sugarcane, cotton and jute, tea, oil seeds, spices, rubber. These are all what? Cash crops. Because we cannot use within our country only these things. We grow. We cannot consume all like that. Food crop though we eat, so we can consume, but these to be exported to earn money. So first of all, sugarcane. It is used for making sugar. Everybody knows that. And it is mainly grown in UP, Punjab, Bihar, Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. Now see children, sugarcane. You know sugarcane, everybody knows, you also know that sugarcane is used for making what? Sugar. Do you know that jaggery is also made from sugarcane only? Jaggery means good. That is also made from sugar and is grown in UP, Punjab, Bihar, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu. Okay, and then comes cotton and jute. Cotton and jute are known as fiber crops. Cotton is used for making cloth. It grows well in the Deccan Plateau and also in Gujarat. Jute is used for making gunny bags, carpets, mats, bags, etc. West Bengal is the largest producer of jute in India. Now, cotton and jute, it is grown in Deccan Plateau and Gujarat, and West Bengal is the largest producer of jute. It is fiber crop. You know, jute is used for making several things. You use bags and then mats, carpets. All these are made from cotton and jute. cotton to obviously you know that cotton is used to make cloth also, because cotton is only used to make thread first of all, and then cotton cloths are made. Then comes, turn the page and see tea. What is there? Tea. Tea it is called a beverage crop. Tea is mainly grown in Assam, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal and Kerala. Beverage, tea is used as beverage and it is called beverage crop. No? It is grown in West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Assam. Even in Darjeeling also. Darjeeling की चाय पिया है ना, असम की चाय, and it is called beverage crop. You go to restaurant, then there you get the menu card. No? Then you must have seen that in that beverage word is given, and in under that name of some drink is written, name of some drinks written. So what drinks are mentioned there? They are like other than water. Drinks other than water are called beverage drinks. Beverage, okay? So those drinks are called beverage. And other than water, any liquid excluding water, any liquid you drink. That is like juice, it may be, or it may be some squash, or like shakes. All those are in beverage. Tea, coffee, obviously tea, coffee is there. Now let me read oil seeds. So please remember where are they grown and when are they grown. बेवरेज जो लिक्विड चीज़ें होती हैं पानी को छोड़ करके, जो पीने वाली चीज़ें जो भी होती हैं, दे आर कॉल्ड बेवरेज. So oil seeds now. See the heading, oil seeds. Groundnut, mustard, linseed, sunflower and coconut are the important oil seeds grown in India. Oil obtained from them is used for cooking purposes and also for manufacturing soaps. Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu are the leading producers of oil seeds. Now you have to remember, you better underline the names of the states where these things are grown. Okay. So oil, as the name itself reveals, that the seeds are crushed to extract oil. Okay, like groundnut, mustard, linseed, sunflower, coconut, even almonds are crushed to extract, means to take out, to get oil from them. And oil seeds are grown in Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra. And you know that oil is used, the uses of oil. Do you know the uses of oil? Of course, you all know. Everybody has seen and everybody know that oil is used for cooking. In cooking also it is used, and also for making soaps. Even you put oil in your hair and then soap is made, and it is also just now I told you that for hair oil you get from these only. Almond oil you get now, and different moisturizers or creams, they are all oil based. So these are the uses. Please remember the states where are they grown. Then comes next cash crop, that is what? Spices. Spices means masale. You know, na? Kerala is known as the state of spice. So, let's read first. Cardamom, black pepper, cloves, and ginger are the main spices. They grow well in Kerala. There are many spices. If I start counting, it will be more than around 50. But I'm not going to read all or tell you all because you don't need that to know. When you will grow up, you will know. So spices, they are grown well in Kerala. Okay. And some spices are cardamom. Cardamom are like two types, black and green. कहते हैं हरी इलायची और छोटी इलायची, एंड बड़ी इलायची और काली इलायची, like that we call इलायची. Cardamom means इलायची. Then cumin seeds, cumin zira. Clove, cinnamon. Clove is long, cinnamon is दालचीनी. Pepper, paper nahi, pepper, that is also black and white. Two types of peppers are found. And then ginger is used dried and used, and it's used raw also. Then nutmeg means jaifal, and coriander, dhania, turmeric, etc. These are all spices, and mainly that is grown in Kerala in abundance. That is cardamom, black pepper, cloves, and ginger. Okay, children? So remember that. And next comes rubber. Okay, rubber. See in your book. It is grown in Kerala. This is also grown in Kerala. Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. It is used for making tires and tubes for vehicles and for making many other things. You know rubber. Rubber is used for making many things, and it is grown in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. And what things are made from rubber? Do you know? Yes, of course you know. I'm not, you are not in front of me, I'm not in front of you, so you can't answer. So I'm only answering that it is made for, it is used for making tires and tubes, mainly for tires and tubes, and some other important things are made like belts, matting is done, flooring is done, then medical gloves, and many more things. Okay, so that's all for agriculture, history of agriculture, and plus the types of crops, rabi crops, kharif crop, then food crops, and cash crops. Okay, so that's all till here, and in my next video I'll be telling you about the development of agriculture, then livestock rearing, and we will discuss the exercises also. Discuss means I will be telling. We will not be able to discuss because you are not in class, and I am also not in class. So please children, go through the video and try to remember the names of the states and the months when are these grown. Okay, and till then, thank you and bye.